And so there we are. Manchester United's pre-season is concluded and we end it with a 1-1 draw against Fiorentina, beating them on penalties. And to be honest, I do think there are an awful lot of positives to take from this match going into the start of the new season. But as I have done on multiple occasions on this channel when it comes to Manchester United reactions, I'm going to start with a picture of how we're set up on set pieces, because once again we have conceded a crap goal from a corner. And here is the brand new defensive setup from a corner. The box has changed. It's not the same box we're used to seeing because somehow it's got worse. Look at where it is now. It used to be we had a box of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now the 5 are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we have Mount doing some sort of marking. There is no one at the back. There is no one on the posts. And there are still so many people doing nothing. Heaven's doing nothing. Bruno's doing nothing. Casemiro's kind of on keen. Maguire's doing nothing. Yoro is doing nothing. Ahmad is doing nothing. We have got 10 players back on the set piece. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players doing absolutely nothing whatsoever. Immediately, we could have Ahmad and Mbeumo further up the pitch and have more people marking. But that's not the actual issue here. The issue is this guy right here with absolutely no one on him and absolutely no one looking at him. Do you want to know who this player is? This is the player who scores the goal by shooting here, because we have got no one at the back post. No one on the posts, and this guy is completely unmarked. How have we somehow got even worse at defending set pieces? And this is on everyone, right? This is on absolutely everyone. This is on the set piece coach for setting them up like this in the first place. This is on the players for accepting that this is how we're going to set up in the first place. And it is on the manager for not actually addressing that this is an issue. How can people not see that this is going to cause a problem? This is what I mean. I wasn't happy with the box system. But if we had the box system how we had it last season, at least Yoro would be here. So when that ball comes out here, there's someone that could at least close it down. He has an absolute free shot from this position on the pitch. Absolute madness, and that's how we concede. It's the only goal we conceded, because like I say, I do think on the whole, we actually played pretty well. I think we played the ball around in defensive areas pretty well. I know there was one mistake from Dorgu right at the end of the match, which could have cost us the result. But thankfully, Moise Kean missed the chance. But overall, I think we defended well today. I think, like I say, our build-up play from the back is getting better game in, game out. And I think it's going to be a positive for us going into the new season. But the title of this video, or the thumbnail of this video, is going to say, are we ready for Arsenal? Let's not forget how Arsenal do set pieces. Arsenal line everyone up right here where the pause button is. This is where Arsenal line up. If we're setting up like this, they're just going to have every single person completely unmarked. It's utter madness. We cannot defend like this going into the new season. I've said it for years. This is not a Ruben Amorim problem. This is a Manchester United problem. It was like this under Ollie. It was like this under Ten Hag. It's like this now under Amorim. We do not set up adequately on set pieces, and it's going to cost us football matches. And it's cost us the win today. Obviously, there are other factors as well. But this is the goal we conceded. And it's going to keep costing us goals if we keep defending like this. I don't get it. It's going to keep costing us results. And it needs to be addressed. Outside of that, as I said, I think there are a lot of positives to take from this game. Again, I really like the build-up play. I think we're starting to get better understandings between players. There was a few bits of confusion between Ahmad and Mbeumo on that right-hand side. I've said on multiple occasions I'm not particularly happy with Ahmad at right wing-back. For me, it's him or Mbeumo for right attacking midfield. But it was sort of coming together. It looked better when Dalot came on at right back and then Ahmad went to right forward. It seemed to work better like that. But again, I think the build-up play is starting to get there. I like the link-up play. I actually quite liked Mason Mount in the forward role because he runs around a hell of a lot. He got on the ball an awful lot. And obviously, as a midfield player, his link-up play is better than the likes of Højlund and Xerxes. And it did bring more people into play. The problem is, as always, you play someone like that in the attacking position, they're not actually going to get into attacking positions themselves to then end, as in like the actual final in the penalty area, the killer moment positions, to then end up scoring the goals. And again, ultimately, that has let us down today. I heard the people on commentary saying that Ruben Amorim is going to be really happy that we created 5 shots on target in this match. Well, take that with a pinch of salt, because our 5 shots on target in this match were a Harry Maguire shot from 35 yards, a Harry Maguire header from a set piece, a Lenny Yoro header from a set piece, an Aiden Heaven header from a set piece, and Mateus Cunha with a shot with about 5 minutes to go that was really well blocked on the goal line by the Fiorentina defender. So actually, despite the fact that we've had 5 shots on goal, we've only actually created 1 shot on goal ourselves. And this remains the big issue going forward. And I hope Sesko's going to be the answer to it. But if you missed my reaction to Sesko's signing, I'll just let you know quickly, I'm not convinced that he is the answer to actually addressing the problem that we don't actually create shooting opportunities for our forwards. I talk about it again. I just said it. Mason Mount played up front today. He didn't have a shot on goal. And Burmo went up front for parts of the second half. He didn't have a shot on goal. So this is my worry. We're still going into the new season with a new attacking line that we've spent 200 million on. But we don't actually create opportunities for the person in that attacking position. So, again, we've got 1 week to address it. I still think we can put in a good performance against Arsenal. I stand by what I said after the Bournemouth game. I think if we play the way we did on that day, we can beat Arsenal. I still actually think we probably will beat Arsenal. And I'm happy to hold my hands up when we inevitably don't, especially if we concede goals from the set pieces like we have today. But I think there is enough going on in that football team right now to suggest that they are building towards something. It just worries me that we're still struggling to create those end product opportunities for the people that actually need to score the goals for us. But overall, like I said, I think there were a lot of positive performance today. I was really impressed with Yoro. Yoro was my man of the match today. I thought it was outstanding. His tackling, his ball playing, his driving up into midfield, sometimes into the right wing-back position. Ahmad was cutting in and Yoro was overlapping him. Really, really good work from Lenny Yoro today. I think Bruno played better in the midfield position. I still don't like Bruno and Casemiro as a pair. I'd like it to be Bruno and Mainu, or Bruno and Ugarte, or Mainu and Ugarte. I just don't think Casemiro can cover for Bruno, because Bruno's not the best at winning the ball back, and you're then just purely relying on Casemiro. I think if it's Bruno and Casemiro against Arsenal, we're in big, big trouble. But again, it all worked together. I think Mbeumo looked good today. His runs, his dribbling, his turning, his delivery. He was putting in some decent crosses. But again, they were all off of set pieces. Like, he'd play it short to Ahmad. Ahmad would give it back to Mbeumo, and then Mbeumo would cross it in. And that's where we were getting the chances for Heaven, for Yoro, and for Maguire. Obviously, if you've got Sesko on there at 6'5", the hope is that when you play the ball out to Mbeumo in wide areas, he can then cross it towards Sesko. Whereas today, obviously, he was crossing it to Mount. So, a lot of positives in those regards. My one other sort of worry in terms of the team shape is actually one of the things I said was a positive earlier on, in that we look good at how we play out from the back now. The passes are crisper, they're sharper, we're getting the little turns around the corner off better, but it's still not working every single time. And when it doesn't work, we're still not great at reacting to it. Again, I think that's a Bruno Casemiro problem more than it is an actual overall team problem. They're not obviously Casemiro's not the quickest, Bruno's not the most defensively alert. So when we turn the ball over, like Heaven played a few bad passes that was then dispossessed, and then we've got to get back immediately and we don't quite do it well enough. I think with a different midfield setup, we might be able to do that a bit more effectively. But we can see it's all starting to take shape. Again, it's a shame we've not been able to actually put Fiorentina away today. We had a few good chances from those set pieces, just unfortunately they were all headed straight at David De Gea. And it was actually an own goal from Robin Gosens that resulted in us getting the equaliser. But I'm still confident. I still think we've got a good chance against Arsenal. I'm still confident going into the brand new season. But the bottom line is going to say that our first game back at Old Trafford for the new season has resulted in yet another game without a victory. Yes, we won on penalties. Brilliant set of penalties, I have to add as well. Wasn't a bad penalty from any of them. A good save from Biendia to deny the Fiorentina player. But it is ultimately still a draw. In the end, I'm still happy with the performance. I'm confident that we can get a result against Arsenal, but I'm probably not as confident as I was a couple of weeks ago. We shall see. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching once again. I'll see you very soon.